Still working with our HobbyKing battery medic. Picked up a couple of clones, I guess you would call it. These are high precision voltage meter, 6 cells, 3-in-1 battery balancer. So I was thinking our original battery meter is not working correctly or defective. But I really like the concept of just being able to plug it in and check all the cells at once. So not that expensive. So I found like I said, a clone of it. Basically the exact same thing, just doesn't have the HobbyKing sticker. And the HobbyKing directions, and then clone directions. Pretty much word for word identical. So we'll hook up one of our clone meters and see what it shows on our 1 kWh battery pack. Alrighty, got one of the meters plugged into our connector lead. See that? We got 375, 373, 374, 374, 374, and 374. That's kind of more like it. Plug in the HobbyKing one and see what it's saying right now. Like it was before, it's showing cell number 6 about 0.05 volts higher than the rest. Alright, let's check this other one then. See how easy that is? Just pop it in and there's your info. 3.75, 3.74, 3.75, 3.74, 3.75, and 3.74. Slight variation from the other one, but seems to be much more accurate. That's more like it. Also, to double check, I made up another lead. This was our original lead. It's a bit longer. And then I just kind of cut it off shorter so it wasn't so as much bulk. And also to see if maybe, I don't know, just try to cut out all variations. We'll plug this one in and see what it says, the HobbyKing one says. And just like before, 3.74 all the way down to cell 6, and then it's showing 3.80. Alright, let's check that on this guy. Much better. So easy that it is, just pop it in, pop it off. Boom, I like it. Another reason I got two, other than to double check if this one was acting right or whatever, was I can wire two of our leads into one of the 2,000 kilowatt hour 2 kilowatt hour battery pack, 48 volt one, and we can plug both of our meters in and tell what's happening in all 12 cells at once. So that'll be our next project, is to get our leads wired up to all of those. So to put our meter end on the Chevy Volt plug in. This is the 6S one. We're going to do a 12S plug now. Tell by all the wires there. So I've got two of our leads. Each one's got 7 wires. So we've got 14 pieces of heat shrink, solder, soldering iron, torch, wire cutters, and crimp. I usually start by putting the heat shrinks on first. I end up forgetting one or something, and then slide them up out of the way, because you don't want the heat from soldering anything to pre-shrink them, I guess you would say. Next, on the monitor leads, I always kind of tin the end of the wires a bit. That way we got something to work with. We go to a bit much. There we go. Not a professional, this is just how I do it. Yep, that'll work. Just a little drop on the end. So now I've got both leads prepped. We've got our heat shrinks, and all of our ends are tinned. Now, here's our wire definition for the 12S. And here's our 12S plug. This would be the positive end. So to get our Chevy Volt pigtail wired up to the 2 connectors for the meter, the very positive of the battery pack will connect to our red wire of this connector. And then 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 would all connect to the rest of the wires of this connector. And then screen wire, that is the very center of the pack. So that will connect to the very last black wire of this connector, and it'll connect to the red wire, the very first connector or wire of this connector. And then cells 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 down to the negative connect consecutively to these wires. And that's all these wires consecutively in a row. So this very end one connects here. This very end one will end up connecting to this last one. Well, I've got our wires much more exposed now. This top tier of wires is our lead wires, and these 2 wires that are separate, these are the thermistor wires. I'm just going to clip them off. Peel them back for now. So now we have our black to brown. So this is our plus, goes to our red wire, and then up to the green, and then from the green on up is the minus. That'll go to the other plug-in. So we'll start with the red wire. That would be this guy right here. I'll clip it about there. So this is our red wire. Want to strip it till we got about 1/8 inch of wire sticking out, and we'll tin it just like we did our other wires. There we go. We'll take our red wire and our number 1 wire, get them hot, and bring them away. We'll do the next one. Alright, now we have our second wire. Clip it. There at the end. There we go. And now we have to be sure we get our second wire. Wire number 2. And I'm pretty clumsy here, but everything will meld them together, bring it away. Well, I've got our one lead all connected up, the red wire and 5 of the black wires up to the very last one. Now this last one and the red one of the next lead go together, because that tap is this green one here, goes to both of these. So it's the plus of the new tap and the minus of the last tap. But we'll get these to gel together and see how we do here. Melty, melty, melty. Bring them away. And we have all 3 of them joined. Alrighty. There's our little pigtail. I've got all 13 taps connected to our 2 meter connectors now. Now I just gotta slide up the heat shrink. And alright, I got our big tail plugged into our 2 kilowatt hour 48 volt battery module, and our 2 leads all wired up and weighted down, and our meter here. So I'm going to double check. It should be our positive all the way down to the negative. And this will show half the pack, and this will show the other half of the pack. And if we, once we check from the red on this plug-in to the black on this plug-in, should show full pack voltage. Alright, we'll put our red probe to the first red one. Got 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. And we'll go to the next one. Red, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. And now put the red to the first. There we go. 48 volts, full pack voltage. Going to both ends. Alright. Now we can try one of our meters. Plug the first meter in to this lead. Shows 408, 4.07, 4.09, 4.08, 4.09, 4.09. And then we'll plug our other one in to this lead. Four 4.08, 4.07, 4.07, 4.09, 4.09, 4.09. That way we can see what's the entire battery pack at a quick glance. And pretty dang close. Alright. We'll play with it some more and go from here. But we seem to have functional cell checkers now. Alright. More to come.